Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So guys, here we have a case of a guy, right? And he grew up with a brother that was special needs, right? And his parents didn't have time for him. It really messed up his family life. So the girl he was with got pregnant, and the baby with special needs. He said, "Look, I don't want to be part of a kid's life that has special needs because of how my childhood went." Right? She had the baby anyways, and he said, and ski-daddled. So I'm gonna get you guys' opinion on this. So we're gonna get into this. But before we do, guys, like, subscribe, drop a comment, because it really helps keep the channel going, guys. Check out my second channel and my locals linked in the description. Check out the playlist at the end, guys, and let's get into this.
Am I the asshole for leaving after my girlfriend gave birth to our disabled child?
Look at that.
I grew up in a home with a disabled brother. All of my parents' money and attention went to him. They pretty much forgot that I existed. All of our family activities were predicated on my brother's ability to participate. I did not qualify for financial aid. I was not a great student, and honestly, attending college would have been a waste of money. Instead, my grandfather helped me find a job in the oil rigs. It's hard, dirty, lonely work, but it pays very well. I started as a floor hand apprentice. It's basically the lowest of the low. I did not cut off my family, but I did not go out of my way to stay in contact. I was working in another state, and they did not have time for me anyway. I got a call about 10 years later. My little brother had passed away.
Damn.
I went to the funeral, and my folks looked about 25 years older.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It was good to see them, but I left pretty quickly afterwards. It's hard to explain, but I never really got attached to them since they had ignored me since I was 5. I was never abused or anything. I was just sort of a second thought. When my girlfriend got pregnant, I was really happy. We'd been together for 3 years, and I was happy for her. I hope I was making her happy. We talked about it, and we decided to get all the tests so we could know if we were going to have a healthy baby. Before the first test, we agreed that if we were not having a healthy baby, then we would not be having a baby. I know it's a horrible thing to contemplate, but I have been through that life for 13 years, and I was free of it with no interest in going back. One of the tests came back positive for one of the conditions that we decided we did not want in a child.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that, guys. So they had agreed if the baby had any type of defects, they wouldn't have the baby. The baby tested positive for a defect, guys. What do you think the girlfriend's gonna do, right?
Please understand that I am not in any way saying that people with disabilities should not be born, only that I knew I would not want to be around for that. We had a second, third, and even a fourth opinion. I spent a lot of my savings on tests that insurance would not cover in full. It was not a great time. Then my girlfriend said that she changed her mind, that she could not terminate. I argued with her.
Ha! Right there, guys.
Just like a woman.
Of course she changed her mind.
Her for days, weeks, until it was too late. I told her that I would not choose to be around her to help with the child, that I would pay child support, but that was it. Our relationship was on cruise control from then on until the baby was born. I made sure she got home safe from the hospital, and then I went to work, and then I never went back.
Damn.
I paid the child support that I'm ordered to pay by court. I did not fight it or dodge it, but I have not seen her or the child since the hospital. I got married 3 years later. We were expecting our first child, and I heard from my ex. The child has passed away.
Damn, guys. So the child passed away. He moved on, right? Got married. You know what I mean? He's living his best life. Guys, I gotta give this guy a round of applause for sticking to his guns. You know what I mean?
She wanted me to come to the funeral. I said no. I knew it was coming. It was still a gut punch, though. My parents are upset with me for how I handled things. They went to the funeral. I told them that I did not want the life that they had while my brother was alive, and that my ex had tried to force me into it after agreeing not to.
There you go.
They said they were disappointed that they had not raised me right.
Please.
I got angry and said that they had not raised me at all. I asked them to show me anything they had from my childhood that showed that they had taken the slightest interest in me. They said that wasn't fair because they had to care for my brother. I just said that was my point, and I hung up. I feel like shit about the whole thing.
I would.
But my ex knew how I felt and why. To this day, I do not understand why she changed her mind.
Because she is a woman. Because she's a woman and they don't care about anyone else's feelings but their own.
My wife and I talked before getting married and made the same decision, and thank God we did not have to make it, but she understood how I felt. Her mom and dad talked to us about it, and they told us that we had to do what was best for us. I had told them everything about my past that was relevant to my relationship with their daughter. Sorry for rambling, but I guess I'm just trying to put all the thoughts down while I have the courage to ask. Am I the asshole?
Mm-hmm.
Am I the asshole?
So there it is, guys. What do you guys think? Guys, I don't think he's the asshole at all. He told this chick. He told her, look, having a kid's fine, but if it's got any type of defect, you want to get rid of it, right? She said, of course. But then she actually got pregnant, and he found out.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
And she thought he was just gonna go along with it. Guys, I admire this guy for sticking to his guns. They made a deal. She reneged on it. He kept up his end of the bargain. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely insane. And he had a reason to. He said, look, I grew up with a brother that was special needs or whatever, and it made my life a living hell. Right? And guys, luckily, some of the people in these comments here on this post are actually have some sense. The first comment on this post says, he's not the asshole. I'm a caretaker for special needs. When you know this is not something that you can do and you choose to walk away, that's the best thing for the child. Facts. The amount of parents that hate their child, mistreat them, that I see on a daily basis, absolutely heart-wrenching. You two made a decision and made a deal. She chose to continue without you. It's a rock and a hard place situation. Look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that. This next person says, you're a little bit of both. Guys, of course, a woman can't have a definitive answer.
Just like a woman.
Look at that. You have the right to follow through with the discussed part of the plan of not caring for a disabled child. But to be so emotionally unavailable, you could lend a supportive hand to a mother bearing her child. Get help. And here's another chick that says not the asshole. He said, this guy is not the asshole. This guy and his baby mom had a very clear discussion about this exact situation, and both agreed on the outcome as two adults. It's not the OP's fault that baby mama changed her mind. It happens, and baby mama had every right to do so. However, that doesn't negate their original agreement or mean that the original poster to be forced to change his mind as well. I'm going to give this chick a round of applause too. And of course, the next 304 says, his defective genetics, and he abandoned his child for his ex. Everyone says, what are you talking about? His second kid was just fine. Of course, shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right? This guy replied and said, nowhere does it say that the baby had the same condition his brother did. Look at that, man. Look at that. There's always these chicks that are...
How dare you?
You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Look at that. Someone says, he is the a-hole. A parent's love should not be conditional. Please. You're not the one taking care of some special needs child you didn't want. This next chick says, you are the a-hole. That's some weak-ass ish. You need some serious therapy. Stop making babies conditionally. Please. Look at that, guys. Guys, this guy did exactly what he was supposed to do. Look at that. And guys, surprisingly, it looks like the majority of people are actually on his side. You know what I'm saying? Which is very, very interesting. I think it's because he had a past. You know what I'm saying? But... alright, you guys, it's AJ. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, locals. I'm out of here, guys.